What's up guys, Trilogy here from Trilogy Effect. Thanks for tuning in. Before we get started with the video, I'd love for you guys to subscribe to the channel. I make content about movies, video games, anime, tech, all kinds of things basically. Jack of all trades over here, master of none. But today we're going to be talking about Chaos Walking featuring Tom Holland and Daisy Ridley. Tom Holland, Spider-Man Homecoming, Daisy Ridley, Rey from Star Wars basically. And it was nice to see Daisy Ridley. I haven't seen her in anything else besides Star Wars, so I wanted to see if she was really a good actress. Really good to see her in something other than Star Wars, to see if the writing just wasn't there or if she as an actress wasn't really there. But overall, as far as Daisy Ridley's character in here, her name is Viola, and honestly, there wasn't really much acting involved in this. I mean, obviously she's in the character, but like, Viola barely showed much emotion in the movie to me. Like, to me, I feel like she didn't show much emotion. Like, eventually she smiled a little bit, she spoke a little bit, but I think Tom Holland is the one that really carries this movie as far as his emotional voicing in his head, the voice lines where they have the noise where they speak and stuff like that. I think the voiceovers are hilarious in there. Tom Holland is freaking hilarious in this movie. I know Tom Holland has done a lot of movies. I think he did like 6 movies this year and last year, including his Marvel appearances, but still like 6 movies a year, that's like what The Rock does. You know, The Rock does a lot of movies every year. He does like, The Rock puts out a lot of movies, although I don't think I've seen any Rock movies this year. But anyways, Chaos Walking, it's a pretty good movie. I haven't read the books. I'm getting to the age where I don't have time to read anymore. I remember once upon a time, they would make movies out of books that I had read all the time, and it would be so exciting. Like Divergent, I read the Divergent series. Harry Potter, I read Harry Potter. Percy Jackson, I read Percy Jackson. And they were just making movies off of stuff that I had read, and it was just super cool to compare the book and the movie. But I haven't seen the Chaos Walking book, which it has a totally different name. In the end credits, they showed the title of the book, and I was like, that's totally different than Chaos Walking. I don't understand. But we also had Mad Mikkelsen, I believe his name is. I always see him, and whenever I see him in anything, he's always a good time to have there. Like, he always comes prepared for the role. Besides that, the movie is pretty good. Wasn't too predictable either. I mean, it was one of those hero's journeys books, movies. Basically, we have to get from this point to this point to this point to this point. So it's like a road trip basically through the jungle. I would have liked to see more of the aliens. Good point in the movie though, because they said, well, if they're native to this planet, aren't we the aliens? And he was like, no, they're aliens. No, we're the aliens. The humans in this movie are definitely the aliens. So I guess what I really want to say is I would have liked to see more of the native population here, because they seem really interesting. And one of them was missing an arm. And with the leader, he had all this propaganda about how the aliens didn't want to, I said it again, the natives didn't want to share the planet. But we now know that he's a liar. Like, he's capping. There's cap in his rap. He's lying. So I definitely want to see what was really going on with the aliens. Like, I mean, geez, man. Oh my gosh. I don't know, because they don't look human to me. So from me being an outsider, a colonizer, if you will, I'm gonna call them the aliens. So that's not how they are. They're the natives. So the natives, I would have much liked to see much of their story and see what was really going on with the planet that they had there first, and how they're gonna react in the future to a whole ship at the end arriving. The ship arrived and it had like 4,000 people on it. How are they gonna arrive to the population expanding so drastically if they didn't want to share the planet before? That's just me. But yeah, I also liked in the beginning, I don't know for sure, because like I said, I didn't read the book, but Tom Holland's adopted, his name's Todd's adopted family. His parents they're both dead, but his uncle, I believe, and his uncle and his husband, I really liked if they, like I said, it wasn't expressed, but I think they seemed kind of gay, and I don't mean that in a negative way, but I liked how it was just there. Like, it wasn't overexpressed, it was just treated as normal, you know what I'm saying? As it's just a normal thing. Like, it's not an event, it's just love. And I really liked how they did that in the movie, where it was not low key, it wasn't high key, it was just the norm, you know what I'm saying? Just 2 guys who were dating or married or whatever. I could be totally wrong, maybe he was a friend, but they seemed pretty close to me. They were laying down in the same bed. So, I mean, that doesn't mean a lot, but just based off of other things, it's just a bunch of small things adding up, you know what I'm saying? I could be wrong in that. If I am, feel free to correct me down in the comments. But regardless of that, even if it wasn't that, they had a very cool friendship where they could be intimate and open with each other and stuff like that. We need more of that in the world, basically. But that's, well, actually, I was about to say back to the movie. This is part of the movie. So besides that, I really liked it. If there was a sequel, I would really like it. If not, the way the movie ended, it could wrap up like that, kind of be mysterious like. I don't like the movies with the advanced romantic plot line. You know what I'm saying? You meet someone and then literally the next day you guys are professing their love for each other. Like, this movie takes place over like maybe 3 or 4 days, and by the end of the movie they're like holding hands and they're talking about kissing and stuff like that. I'm like, 4 days? I wish it was like that in real life. You meet a girl for 4 days and all of a sudden you know you're gonna be with her for the rest of your life. Although I have heard stories like that. Just hasn't happened to me, I guess. But yeah, that's basically the plot of Chaos Walking. Yeah, it's definitely a must watch if you're able to get into theaters, because I don't think it's on like any apps. They're not doing the HBO Max thing with that. If you ask me, everybody should have cut a deal with HBO Max, because that's how a lot of people are watching movies. We're gonna get Godzilla versus Kong. We got Wonder Woman that way. We got Judas and the Black Messiah that way. I actually went into a theater to see Chaos Walking with my girlfriend. So it wasn't too bad. We have assigned seating and everything spaced out and stuff like that. So it was not a total loss, and we felt pretty good about it. We wore our masks and stuff like that. But I definitely enjoyed the movie. It was super cool. Nice to see Tom Holland and other stuff besides Spider-Man. Really makes me feel more optimistic about him being Nathan Drake in the Uncharted movie. Because I was like, Tom Holland as Nathan Drake in Uncharted. Although, mind you, I haven't played all of the Uncharted games. I haven't finished not one of them. I think I've played all of them. I haven't finished any of them. Besides the Lost Legacy, I haven't played the Lost Legacy. But I just didn't feel like Tom Holland would be a nice fit for Nathan Drake. But based off of his acting, I feel more confident about that. So we'll see about that. This has basically been a watch alert for you guys. If you haven't seen Chaos Walking and you're able to in your region, I would definitely check it out. This is Trilogy. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.